Good morning, guys. October the 9th here in Central Illinois. It's hump day. The week's half over. I thought I'd try something just a little bit different this time. I thought I'd try to do some video in black and white, give it more the pre-war feel. So we'll see how well this goes. But this morning, taking a break from working on my other beer car. I shot it in black yesterday, and I am not pleased with it. I don't know what the difference was. I'm using a satin, and the satin that came out of the same can that I used on the other one is not satin. It almost looks like semi-gloss, so I don't know exactly what happened. But not only that, I was in poor light, and I developed 2 runs, and I've shot a lot of paint, and I'm safe in saying that 99% of my shoots never get a run in them. That doesn't mean I don't have other problems, but I don't put on too much paint. Well, this got some runs in some very obvious places, and unlike a good doctor, I can't bury those. So I'm going to either have to work with the sand booth again, or see if I can sand it out once the paint gets hard, and then shoot it again and make sure that the next can that I get is satin paint, because here again, it says it's satin paint. The first roast that I did, the black is definitely satin, but the same stuff that I applied to the body, I can see myself in it. I can see my reflection. That ain't satin. Satin don't reflect. So anyhow, we're going to run some pre-war American Flyer, standard no gauge. I don't run it very often. And something else I'll show you right quick, just as a trick with this 5-wire track. Well, it's always nice to make yourself a block that's isolated so you can run your accessories. Well, for me, the easiest way to do it is to set it up. The flagman there is set for standard gauge. But what I do is, if you can see that disc, that's a round magnet that I just put on the underneath side, and that completes the current for the O gauge. So everything works as it should. If standard goes over, he waves his little flag. If O gauge goes over, he waves his little flag. A very easy and simple method to wire your signal block. So without further ado, we'll see exactly what we can produce here. This one little electric that I'm running, oh, and by the way, I'm running passenger freight. Don't do that very often. I'll run it up here. It's the Paul Revere O gauge. I bought this literally years ago out of a train meet down in St. Louis, and this is when they had it downtown at the stadium. That's no longer there. But and I remember exactly what I gave for this thing. $150 for this whole set. And that's been over 30 years ago. I think I followed it up with this particular locomotive. I gave $50 for it, and if I remember correctly, this O-gauge locomotive was in a set that the American Flyer called the 400, the Chicago Northwestern, but I can't remember for sure. But it's one of it's got the same size wheels on it that the Hudson had. It's got the large wheels. It's a nice looking locomotive as it goes down the track. So let's see if we can get this thing fired up and not wreck anything. That's always my big fear. Taking a header off on the floor. They don't bounce. Really nice weather out there today. I'm going to have to go out and do something. Well, at least through this viewing screen, it looks old-fashioned. I can almost hear heavy bombers flying overhead, and the Roosevelt saying we have nothing to fear but fear itself. So that's the environment I'm trying to create. And it's getting close to Christmas time, so I always enjoy that kind of stuff. Well, that's pretty much it for today. I just generated a short, so something has jumped the tracks down there someplace. We'll find out which one it is. Well, that's a problem. It's got to be the standard gauge because the other one's... Nope, it's not. It's over here. Yeah, I think I know what it is. The Paul Revere popped off the car right behind the engine. So, well, you can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. All right, guys, have a good one. Like I say, hump day. So only 2 more days that you'll have to work. Enjoy. Talk with you later. Toodaloo.